Welcome back to 843 TV. You'll probably recognize our next guest here as my co-host at 843 TV, but she's also a stylist here in town with Deo Volente Salon in Bluffton.
Yes, sir.
It's Carrie Manning, and she's joining us today to tell us a little bit about Deo Volente, share with us what's happening at the salon over there and what's trending this fall and holiday season. So tell us a little bit about the salon and where it is and what the name means.
We've recently moved to Deo Volente. It's an established salon. It's located at 68 Bluffton Road, Suite 3 is the technical address, but for all of us locals that don't know what road that is, that's on 46. We're actually located right in between Doctor's Care and Napoli's Italian Restaurant, so it's easy access. It's really easy to find. We get a lot of questions about the name because it actually means God's willing. And there's the owner, Cindy Weeks, has a very, very special story about that. It's kind of hard to condense it, but she was praying for a name, and it was part of her sermon, and she had written it down on a notepad, and long story short, the note fell out of her Bible, I think, and fell on the floor, and it kind of clicked that was the name. So if you see our logo, it says Deo Volente, and there's a dove. So it is very symbolic, and it was just meant to be for her. She's been established for about 5 years, and about 3 months ago, she was brave and willing enough to let 4 of us join her. So for anybody that does know me outside of here, Valerie, Trish, and Heather and I all recently joined the Deo Volente family. So we're happy to have a new home.
Very cool. And so what are some of the services you all provide over there?
We are all independent stylists, so we all book independently and we all charge independently, so all of our prices vary slightly. We all book our own appointments, and we're really a full service hair salon. We don't currently have a nail tech, which is the other question that I get a lot, but we do a full range of services. We do all color services. I'm kind of going to speak for myself a little bit on this. I personally do all color services. We do all chemical services. I do hair extension services. I have about 3 different companies that I work with. We do smoothing treatments. We still do perms. And we do, basically anything that we need to have done. And we do men's cuts too. That's another question.
Okay, good. And so we're in the fall season now. You know, it's still fairly warm outside, but
can't believe it's fall.
It's almost November.
I know. We're talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's crazy.
What are some of the fashion trends you see people coming in and asking for, or that you've been influenced by, by popular culture here recently? Well,
the big thing, we're all going for the bangs, which is always a scary trend to go for, but bangs are coming back. A lot of people are getting rid of their long locks and going back to messy, like textured bobs, or the lob, which is the long bob. I hate that name.
The long bob.
Yes.
The lob?
The lob. A lot of people are cutting their hair a little shorter for the fall. A lot of people are going a lot more natural. They want it to look, they want a fresh color, but they don't want it to look like they just walked out of the salon. People are wanting low maintenance. I mean, I do. I don't have time for that.
Absolutely.
So balayage, ombre are a lot of words that you're hearing right now. It's just a technique to apply multi-dimensional color, so people are getting away from single process colors. We do a lot of 2 process colors. It's just a fancy way of saying that we paint in the highlights, basically, because people get really confused. There's so many different opinions on what it actually is. I just tell everybody, bring me a picture.
Absolutely.
Bring me a picture of what you love and what you don't want.
And
then we'll have a great consultation, and then hopefully everybody really be happy when we're finished.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip. Just bring something. If you see something, you're flipping through a magazine, or you see
Pinterest.
Something. Yeah, Pinterest.
That's what I say. Pinterest is the devil sometimes, but it's also the most amazing thing that happened to hair color, because you tell people I want, strawberry blonde, and then you show a picture and it's not strawberry blonde, it's gold. So, and color's really tricky, and that's what I always tell all my clients. The key to a happy color is a thorough consult. So if your stylist is rushing you through a consult, don't do it, because you're not communicating clearly. So bring a picture, bring a magazine, bring pictures of what you don't want too. That works great for me. I like that.
Absolutely. And sometimes with coloring, you don't necessarily leave the salon with the color that it's going to be after a couple of days after it's washed out. Is that correct?
Sometimes it takes a trend. Well, for example, I had a young girl come in the other day who had a boatload of hair. And she was like a medium brown, dark brown, and showed me a picture of almost a platinum blonde. And I kind of dilly-dallied for a minute, and finally I'm just like, listen, you know this is not going to happen in one time, right?
Right.
Because you want to keep the integrity of the hair. So sometimes it's a process.
Right.
But she understood that. She had done that before. She had made that, flip before. So she was okay with that. And then some colors you can do in one, and you're in and out, and you're good to go. And it depends on, we have a lot of questions about organic hair color. We have a lot of questions about the chemicals that are in the color.
Sure.
A lot of that is going, a lot of the companies have jumped on board with that. They're becoming a lot more green. They're reducing the chemicals, and they are safe.
Yeah.
If not, we'd all be dead because we've all been, we color our hair every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So obviously you got the holidays coming up. You got Thanksgiving, it's your parents or the in-laws. You got Christmas, same situation. You want to look good. You got maybe Christmas pictures, photographs. How do you book your time with Carrie?
Book it now. I have a wonderful online program that for people who would like to book online, you can go to Vagaro, it's VAGARO.com/Hair by Carrie, and it's an online program that you just log in. It gives you a username, password. You can see my schedule, my prices. You can book online yourself. You can call my phone number, which is 843-415-6778. Leave me a voicemail or send me a text. I do better with text, to be completely honest. But pre-book.
Yeah.
And make sure that you communicate, and this goes for all of the stylists. Make sure that you communicate what service you would really like to have done, because being clear about that allows us enough time to spend the time with you that you are paying for.
Right.
And then you're going to be a lot happier with your service, because we're not going to squish you in and try to move you around, and it makes for a more calm, fun experience.
Right.
It shouldn't be stressful. People
No.
come to the salon to be relaxed.
Right. Yeah. And to look good for the holidays. So if you only got a couple of weeks left,
It is sneaking up quickly, so book now.
yeah, get in touch with Carrie. Thanks for joining us as a guest today and every week for the host.
Thanks for having me.
And join us next time for another episode of 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.